So maybe considering coming back down here. We'll see.
So my
Cape
question
Town.
then, where to next for the acting journey?
Well, I do want to cut. Sorry.
What has sprung from this project?
What has sprung from this project? Yeah, I had, strange enough, before this movie went as huge as it did, I actually had booked a ticket to LA, to the States, but for a holiday. But to sort of put my feelers out there and see what it's like. Never been to LA before. See what the industry's like. And so that's booked on the 6th of December, paid for, done. So that's the plan, is to go then. But I've had a couple of callbacks for a Leon Schuster movie. And I'll probably find out this week whether I got the role or not. I think at this point it really does depend on age, because I'm not quite as old as the character is in the movie. If I don't get it, I might actually go to LA earlier. And my agents are fantastic, and they're working with great attorneys and so on to try and sort out my visas. I obviously just have a basic holiday visa, so we need to see what we can do for a work visa. I'm good friends with Edward Zwick from when I worked on Blood Diamonds, so that always helps too. It's not what you know, it's who you know in Hollywood, which helps a hell of a lot. And I've got good friends and family in LA. So I'll go over either a little sooner or in December, and then one of my friends is coming with me on holiday, and then he'll probably come back to South Africa, but I might just stay for a while and just see. I'm very realistic about it though. I know it's a dog-eat-dog world and it's really, really tough, but I'll never forgive myself if I don't give it a bash. I've got to give it horns and see how it goes. If I break into it, I mean, I'm there. I've made the first big step. If I do, fantastic, wonderful, yeah. And if I don't, then I know that I tried.
What was it like watching yourself in that premiere up on screen? Was it a difficult experience? Exciting? Did you?
It's still quite, I don't know, it's still quite surreal. I've seen myself on screen so often with television presenting and that kind of thing, that it's not such a big deal, but to see me that big is a bit strange. But you know what was actually, I don't know why, and maybe you can explain this to me, but what was really mind-blowing was when the movie finished and the credits start coming up and there's Sholto's name and like 2 names later, it's just Vanessa Haywood, like right across the screen. And at that moment, and the screen's just black and your name's like in white writing, and you like realize that you are one of the leads of the world's #1 movie at that stage, and it's really surreal. You look up at that name and it's like you get a lump in your throat, and you feel really privileged to be a part of such a big and awesome project. So yeah, and I've only seen it twice now. I had the opportunity to watch it again at Labia on Friday night, but it's actually such a hectic film that I couldn't possibly have watched it 3 times in a week and a half. I need another week or so before I watch it again. So yeah, I don't know, when I've watched it a few more times, maybe I'd be able to answer that question a little better about how I really feel seeing myself there. I don't know.
Tell me, just give me a day in the life of on set. I mean, it was many hours, lots of work.
A day on the life, a day of my life on the set of District 9 was, a lot of it was filmed in Kliptown outside Soweto, which was pretty hectic, so it's very dirty, very, very poor people, slum-like conditions, very dirty, dusty, lots of smoke, sad because you see how people, you'd living right amongst those people every day. But it was also fun because they became a part of the movie and they were helping with security and the kids were running around set and they were loving the vibe. And so I'd usually, obviously, early morning starts and straight into makeup and then into my trailer and then just sort of hurry up and wait, because you just have to wait as things are sort of going throughout the day. You might be filming all day, you might only be filming for an hour. But it was fantastic. And we also shot at Nasrec quite a bit, and then also in Maya and Tanya and Vicus's home.
What was it like being an on-screen wife?
Yeah. I don't think that, I was just playing the character. I don't really...
Did you and Vicus develop a relationship?
Yeah, Sholto and I really good friends, and we really did gel as husband and wife. We had quite a cute connection. I think that's what makes the movie so special, is that most sci-fi movies aren't emotional. It's just really a bunch of Robocop or aliens or things, and there's not a whole lot of emotion. And in this story, there's a genuine love story, and there's this little special connection and this little cute love between this young couple. That was pretty special, and to see how well they edited it to really make it work, it was great. Yeah.
Lastly, because we're all wrapping up, I want to know, what is the advice that I can take from you to give aspiring actors who were where you were, you know, those months, as you said before?
Advice to aspiring actors is persevere, persevere, persevere. You are going to go to many, 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 many auditions before you perhaps even get a small role, never mind a lead. And it is disheartening, and you've got to have a hell of a strong personality to get through those other little dark times, because it is, you know, you put your heart and soul into an audition, and you really get into character, and you maybe go for some voice coaching, perhaps you've got to put on some sort of accent, and you know, and you get a call back, you might even get 2 callbacks, and then you don't get it. And it's tough, and the thing is you can't give up, because you don't know what the reason is why the director or the producer didn't pick you. It might have had nothing to do with your acting abilities, much like the movie I might be working in next. It might just have something to do with age. It might have something to do with the fact that your hair color's wrong and they don't really want to bother to let you dye it, or your hair's the wrong length, or you're the wrong body shape, or God, I mean, there might be a million reasons, and it actually has nothing to do with your acting skills. It might be that the person that you're supposed to be acting alongside is 2'3" and you're too tall. You need to be shorter than him or her or whatever. Yeah, so it's just to persevere and don't give up. And then also just, I think just constantly fill yourself with information. Know what's going on in the industry. Market yourself. Be quite aggressive with your marketing. Get yourself out there. The networking is very, very important. In this industry, you need to know people.
And in terms of training, what things do you think are good for aspiring actors?
Well, I mean, I used to think that either you can act or you can't, which is partly true. But I realized when studying with ACT that training is vital, specifically with the different acting methods and so on, and specifically if you're going to be doing a particularly emotional role, how to do that. You know, and how to not let it affect you personally in your real life at that time. Yeah, so I think and there's constantly new types of new methods of acting that are coming along, and I think just keep yourself informed as to what's going on around you.
Okay, so you feel like you've broken in, and just from strength to strength. Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks so much.
We wish you all the best, and keep in contact and let us know.
I will. I'll let you know what it's like in LA.
Fabulous. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Lovely. Thank